In this video, we got another episode of the Start Bench Cut series. If you guys don't know what this series is, basically I'll ask on Twitter at X7Tanaka for 3 different players for a Start Bench Cut video, and then you guys reply down below. In the replies, you guys will put 3 different cards. So for example, Cade, Luka, KPJ, or Men, Anthony Black, and Ron Artest, Manute Bol, Yao Ming, Victor, right? As you can see, most people did. And then I'll go through and tell you guys who I would start, who I'd bench, and then who I would cut between those 3 different cards. So if you guys also want to do that down below on the YouTube comment section, I'll try to go through as many as possible and tell you guys who I'd start, who I'd bench, and then who I would cut. I would say most times, like, try to do it like the same position, right? So like all point guards, all small forwards, all power forwards. But if you just want to do 3 cards overall, you can also let me know that as well. But now to get into the video, the first one here coming in from Hud Scott, he's gonna say Kirilenko, Rudy Gay, and Hero Tim Thomas. I'm assuming he's talking at the shooting guard position. I would say you definitely want to be starting Tim Thomas, one of the best shooting guards in the game. He's 6'10" at the 2, so has that size, 7'2" wingspan, amazing all-around stats, and we know Tim Thomas still has that elite level jump shot with the LaMelo Ball base, Trae Young upper on very quick timing, and perfect dribble sigs with the Steve Francis size up, the Trae escape, and the Trae behind the back. So really good dribble sigs, a great jump shot. I would say definitely be starting here with Tim Thomas because of his offensive ability at shooting guard. And then between AK and Rudy Gay, I feel like it depends what you need. If you want like an all-around card, maybe you go Rudy Gay. I think if you just want defense, you definitely go AK. I would say probably AK overall is a better card just because of his defense. I mean, these stats are absolutely crazy. He's got amazing tendencies as well. I would say at the shooting guard position, I'll give the slight edge to AK-47. So for this one, start Tim Thomas, bench AK, and then cut Rudy Gay. Next one's going to be Scottie Pippen, Tim Thomas, and Kevin Durant. Once again, I assume at the shooting guard position. For this one, I think it's really easy. Start Kevin Durant. I mean, one of the best cards in the game. Easily is the best shooting guard. 6'10" at the 2, 7'4" wingspan. He's an endgame card, so maxed out stats, all out of 99. Every single Hall of Fame badge in the game is kind of ridiculous, a total of 64. He's got perfect defensive tendencies. He's got one of the fastest, if not the fastest jump shot in my team with the KPJ base, Sadiq Bey upper on very quick timing. He's got great dribble sigs, amazing dunk packages, the Trae fade. I mean, this card is just the perfect shooting guard in my team. So I would say for sure start Kevin Durant, and then I would say bench Tim Thomas and cut Scottie Pippen. Next one's going to be out of position Taco, next Victor, and 16 Porzingis at that power forward position. So for this one, it's really a close debate between Victor, Wembanyama, and Taco Fall. That's kind of the debate. I think Kristaps is going to be getting cut. Still a pretty good power forward. His 16-bit version, it's not bad. I just think these 2 power forwards are on a different level. Now, talking about Taco and Victor, very close in player model, height, wingspan. Victor 7'5" with an 8-foot wingspan, and Taco 7'6" with an 8'2" wingspan. So a little bit of an advantage to Taco Fall in the height and the wingspan category. But then you take a look at the stats, and that's where Victor has the huge advantage. He's got +8 speed, +8 acceleration, +13 vertical, +13 3 ball, you know, way better defensively, you know, across the stats. He can dribble the ball a little bit more, also having way better dribble sigs, the DeMar size up, the Kobe escape. He can actually move at a really good level, especially with that Dame behind the back. So he's more of a, you know, versatile power forward. He can put the ball in the court and actually dribble with the ball in his hands compared to Taco Fall, who can't really dribble the ball too much. And I also do think Victor's got the better jump shot and better tendencies. So for me personally, I think it's really close. I would give the slight edge to the next Victor. So I'd say start Victor, bench Taco, and then cut Porzingis. Next one's gonna be start or cut Victor Wembanyama and Luka Doncic. So this has been a debate on Twitter. I'm just going to quickly go over this one. This has been a debate on Twitter of like who's the best Myteam card in history. A lot of people are saying Victor Wembanyama, right? The invincible card, who's 7'5" at small forward, and he's invincible, some maxed out stats and badges, and you know, all the crazy animations in the game. People are arguing, is he a better all-time card than Luka Doncic? Because as you guys know from last year, right, not even this invincible was crazy, but like I think they're more so talking about this power than Luka, because this man ran the game for so long because of his jump shot. If you guys played Next Gen last year, it was such an overpowered release that made this card one of the best cards in my team. I think just as overall I like Victor Wembanyama a little bit more just because of his all-around size. 7'5" at small forward. He can do everything on the court. I know Luka Doncic was the better offensive card because he was unstoppable, you know, from three hunting and getting his shot off, like unstoppable. But the thing is, Victor is a way better defender. He's almost a foot taller. He's a way better rebounder. He's way better defending in the paint. He feels quicker on the court. Like, he's just more glitchy at going to the rim. The only thing that Luka Doncic does better is dribble, I guess, and then has a way better jump shot. That's it. Everything else, Victor does so much better. Now, you could argue Luka dominated for a longer time. I'll definitely give you that, like longevity wise, because this Victor came out way too late compared to the Powerthen Luka that came out in March and can play all the way up till the end of the year. So for longevity purposes, dominated for the longer period of time, sure, Powerthen Luka is probably better, but for as a card just in general, I think Wembanyama is the best card in my team history. So for this one, I would say start Victor and then cut Luka Doncic. I find that a very interesting debate though. I think it's very close. So let me know in the comment section down below, what card do you guys think is better, you know, all around? Do you guys think it's Victor, or do you guys think it's Luka Doncic from last year, his crazy overpowered invincible and just power thin card? Next one's going to be Cade Luka KPJ. I would say start Cade Cunningham. I think he's the second best point guard in my team. Really good all around. I would say then bench Luka. Luka's still one of the best point guards in the game. And then cut KPJ. A good offensive point guard. I just don't think he's on Luka Doncic or Cade's level. Next one's going to be Amen Thompson, Anthony Black, and Ron Artest. So I would say start Amen Thompson for sure. I just think he's amazing as an all-around point guard. 6'7" at the 1, 7-foot wingspan. His stats are amazing. His jump shot is top tier with the Derrick Rose base, a Steph Curry upper on very quick timing. He's got great dribble sigs and some of the craziest dunk packages. So then it just comes down to who's going to be getting benched between Anthony Black and Ron Artest. I would give the slight edge to Anthony Black just because I think he's a slightly better card overall. But once again, that one's very close. I'd say start Amen Thompson, cut our bench Anthony Black, and then cut Ron Artest. I'm just going to quickly go over the next ones here and tell you guys who I'd start, bench, and cut. Not really explain it too much, but just going to kind of fly through. So Manute, Yao Ming, Victor. Once again, I'm assuming it's the center Victor. I'd say in order, start Manute, bench Yao Ming, cut Victor. Next one's going to be Amen Thompson, Luka, and Hero Ben Simmons. I would say start Ben, bench Amen Thompson, and cut Luka Doncic. Karl Malone, Larry Bird, Kawhi at small forward. I would say start Larry Bird, bench Karl Malone, and bench Karl Malone, and cut Kawhi Leonard. Next one's going to be Amen, Luka, Ron Artest. I would say start Amen Thompson, bench Luka Doncic, and cut Ron Artest. Next one's going to be Jokic, Simmons, and Jordan. I would say very simple in that order. Start Jokic, bench Ben Simmons, and then cut Michael Jordan. Next one's going to be Ralph Sampson, Mark Eden, and Rick Smith, all at that center spot. I would say start Rick Smith, bench Mark Eden, and cut Ralph Sampson. Draymond, Harden, Zach LaVine. I would say start Draymond, bench Harden, cut Zach LaVine. And then the last one here of the video, guys, is going to be Scotty Barnes, Ron Artest, and Amen Thompson, which I think is a really close debate at that point guard spot. I would say start Amen Thompson, and then between Scotty Barnes and Ron Artest, I think it's so close. I'll give the slight edge to Ron Artest, but that one is really neck and neck. So I'd say start Amen Thompson, bench Ron Artest, and then cut Scotty Barnes. But yeah, guys, that's going to do it for another episode of the Start Bench Cut series. Let me know in the comment section down below. Like I said earlier, 3 different cards, and I'll tell you guys who I'd start, who I'd bench, and then who I would cut. But hopefully you guys did enjoy, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.